Oh, good evening, everyone. This is Ghanaian Idris-The. So, we're about to start the June edition of the Outliers series. So, we're going to start very, very soon. My guest is also available, like it's already on ground. So, we are going to start very, very soon. Okay, who's going to be our first audience tonight? Okay, so we are live right now. Oh, good evening, everyone. Obadeji Olayinka, you are welcome. I can see you. I can see you. Thank you very much for showing up tonight. So, can you hear me loud and clear? Can you hear me? Please, if you can hear me loud and clear, go to the comment section and comment loud and clear. Please put a comment so I'll be able to know if you can hear me, please. So, tonight's session is going to be explosive and it's going to be very, very powerful. So, oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So oh, Oni, good evening, and you are also welcome. So please, I want you to inform all your colleagues that we are live, that the other people should join. So my guest is available, and I'm going to add him up any moment from now. So within the next 2-3 minutes, I will invite my guest. So Choco Avatu. So you are welcome. I think that's Blessing. You are welcome. So Blessing, please share it on the group and your status that we are live so that other people will join. And if you can hear me, please put a comment that you can hear me loud and clear. So I will invite my guest any moment from now. In the next 2-3 minutes, in the next 2-3 minutes, is going to join. So thank you all for showing up tonight. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing it. So 1 minute to go. After 1 minute, I'll have my guest and we are going to start in earnest. Because oh, that's good. You say you can hear me. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, I'm waiting for more and more people to join. IDN Primero. Oh, thanks for showing up. So we're going to start any moment from now. Karim, you are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. So you are welcome. So I'm adding my guest now. The outsider, you are welcome. Please give me a few minutes. I'm going to add him now. So apologize for the background noise. So someone is disturbing the security dog. So after a while it will stop making noise. So Omoto Shokayode, you are also welcome. Thanks for showing up tonight. So I promise everyone that this session is going to be power packed. Everybody will enjoy themselves, and everybody will go home with a different mindset, because our outlier of the month is someone who is well known in the digital space, and someone who have the result for himself, not just people that didn't have the result. He has the result for himself. So in fact, I was very, very happy when he honored to be here tonight. I'm sending him a message now. Yes, we are live already. We'll start any moment from now. Oh, all right, sir. My honorable boss is here. The youngest CEO is a person of say OGUNDELE, one of the mover and shaker in the So if to say we are in a physical gathering, I'll have told everybody to stand up and do is give him a standing ovation. But we are live, like this is an online session. But despite that, I want us to do probably we should simplify with any of our emojis just to welcome him. So my honorable boss Oga at the top, you are welcome to tonight's session. It's a great honor for when you granted the invitation that we are going to show up. I was so happy. So happy. Just like a dream come true. So thank you very much for being here tonight. Like it means a lot. It means a lot. So as the
Thank you so much for having me. It's a privilege to be here. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right, sir. I wouldn't want to waste your time, and I wouldn't want to take a lot of your time tonight. And many people are here tonight. Many of them they are my bosses, they are my mentors, they are my role model. But they be like they must be here tonight to listen from Ogundele due to things they find online by themselves, and due to things they heard from different sources. And I'm sure that by the end of this interview, they will have been like, oh, this man really knows his onion. So first of all, I've forget so many things about you.
Okay.
So some people will be like, "Oh, this man is truly young and he's making waves." So can you introduce yourself to the entire audience? Probably a little introduction about yourself so we can know you better.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Gani. I really appreciate you for having me on your program today. So thank you so much once again. To my watchers and my viewers, my name is OGUNDELE. I'm a digital marketer and one of Nigeria's most sought after digital marketer. And aside that, I'm number one super vendor and affiliate marketer on World's digital platform like JVZoo and also Warrior Plus. And lastly, I have so many titles, so let me just cut it short. I'm the CEO of Fast Plus Innovation Limited. Fast Plus Innovation Limited is a tech company with its presence in United States, United Kingdom, and Nigeria here as well. So that's just a short intro about me.
Wow. Thank you very much, sir. That's
You're
very short
welcome.
and very humble. Very short and very humble.
You're welcome.
So 2020, I remember that time in Maryland. So and the second time I met you was in Koyi. I think the following day at Olakunle show event. Or with the few
Yeah.
minutes I spent with you, my mind was just so blown. I was like, I still have so many things to do. So
Wow.
I know that you afraid about you that you made your first 1 million naira when you were 17 years old. So
Yeah,
please,
that's true.
that's like more than 7, 10 years ago. How possible is that? Because 1 million
Okay.
naira at that time is not the 1 million naira this time. So how are
Of
you able to do
course.
that?
Okay. So it's go way back. So when a lot of people actually see me and they look at what I've accomplished over the years, they be like, "Oh, this guy is so young." But then when I tell them when I actually started, so they know that well, I've come way long to get where I am today. So it's actually started in 2008. Then I was in second. So after WAEC, most students' dream is to relocate abroad and do your first degree, maybe United States or UK or something like that. So I was actually trying to go to United States to further my studies. So then I told my parents about it, and they were like, "Okay, no problem. They'll see what they can do about it." So then they couldn't raise the money. They couldn't raise the money then, and a lot of things due to so many things. I was the second born. I have siblings as well that they have to cater for. So I was so disappointed because I couldn't achieve my dream then. So then, ever since then, I've been thinking of wondering, okay, how can I actually make my own money? Like, I really need to make my money. Do you understand? Like, I need to have my own money. I don't know what came over me, but that was just the point when I knew I need to make my money then. So, and considering the kind of environment I was living then, most of the young guys that are actually making money are into illegal stuff, doing all this Yahoo stuff and all that. And I knew that that's not for me because I don't have that mind. I have a very fragile eyes, actually. So then I decided, okay, what can I actually do? So one fateful day I was in class. I'm not really a football fanatic like that, but I used to love football then. But when I was stopped from playing ball, because I was so passionate about it, in fact, I was in a team then that was playing ball for a team at the age of, I think I was on that, was it on that 10 or on that 12 or I can't remember I was sharp playing football then. So, but when my dad told me I need to focus on my studies because this is really getting into my studies, so I need to just focus on that. So I stopped playing ball. So I just ate football like after then. But that day I was in class, then a friend of mine bought Complete Sports. I'm sure a lot of sports lovers remember Complete Sports. It's a newspaper
Exactly.
actually, always like 4 or 6 pages. So yeah, so I saw the Complete Sports newspaper with him that day. So I wasn't interested in the sports news, but at the back of the Complete Sports newspaper, I saw an advert of another newspaper there. That newspaper is called Success Digest Extra.
Hmm.
So there's nobody in Nigeria today that has any footprint on the internet or that is making money from the internet that will not be linked back to that newspaper. Actually, the founder, may his soul rest in peace, because he died like early this year. So then I saw the adverts of the newspaper there, how to open a PayPal account, how to start a business. So I was really, really intrigued with the newspaper that, okay, so there's something like that here in Nigeria. Then I decided to look for where to get the newspaper. So that day I had to trek down from my school to Iwo Road under bridge in Ibadan here. So
Wow.
okay, these people are big vendors that they sell newspapers. So I went there. On getting there, so I was able to get the newspaper. And trust me, ever since then, I've never missed an edition of that newspaper. I'm saying since 2008 till, let's
Wow.
say, 2015, when I entered university, because I couldn't really get it in my school. I was in a private university. But from that 2008 till 2015, I never missed any of the edition. So it was a
7.
bi-weekly newspaper. So that was where I learned a lot about internet business. I met my mentors like Akin Alabi and all that. So when I started reading all these things, I was so young then. I was like 16. So you can't tell your parents you want to start a business. What they expect you to be talking about is how to pass your jam. Do you understand? So I was just learning all these things on my own. In fact, I don't even have a computer then. I don't have a computer, so I normally go to a cyber cave. I have a friend there, so I just use the system to browse all these ebooks, download them, read it, and then digest it. I started learning a lot of skills, learning copywriting, learning web designing with Front Page then. We were using Front Page to design websites. So that was how I actually started learning all these things. So the turning point for me was actually when I read an ebook, How to Make Money from Other People's Seminar. That is, you can make money from other people's seminar without even being the speaker, without even doing anything there. So I was like, wow, so how is that possible? So I decided to give that a test. So what did I do? That time, Otunba Alabi was organizing a seminar at Okwebi in Ikeja. That was in 2010. So
Wow.
this is someone I look up to. He's from Ibadan as well. Although I'm not from Ibadan, but I lived most of my life here in Ibadan. So I decided to go for that seminar because I've been seeing a lot of his exploits on the internet, making millions of naira from the internet, thousands of dollars from affiliate marketing. So I went for the seminar. I already learned, like I read the ebook on how to make money from other people's seminar. So what was it all about? It's all about packaging information products, then selling it at the end of that seminar. Like, make sure you participate in the seminar so that people will see that, okay, this person is actually an expert too. Of course, you're not trying to steal the show from the owner of the event, but you answer questions, intelligent questions, you contribute when you're asked and all that. So I did that. So on getting to the venue that day, he saw me, was like, wow, what is this young boy looking for in this business seminar? Like, I was the youngest there. So it was like,
From
wow, wow, I
Ibadan.
really love my passion. Like, this is crazy. Like, he can't believe it. And you know what he did that day? Even though I had my plan of coming there to sell my materials. So he now told me that what led to this. I explained everything to him. I even told him I traveled from Ibadan to Lagos that day. I had to lie to my father that I'm going for one school event, that we're going for a competition actually. I had to call my teacher to help me lie to him because he won't allow his young child to just travel like that. So I was able to travel. He even dropped me at the park that day. So Akelabi did something very amazing that day. He told me he's not going to sell his materials, that I should sell all my materials. So I sold my materials that day. I made a photocopy of an handbill, which was, I was selling the product for 1,000 naira. I already know how to package all these resale right products online. I downloaded them, bought them on the CD, and then I sold, I think I sold like 50 copies that day. So that
Wow.
moment, I made my first 50,000 naira at that event. So me, I only ate, I think I ate plantain chips on my way coming that day. I went down to that sweet sensation because we used the oil. I went there, bought nice food and heads. I was proud of myself, like, wow, I made my first 50,000 naira even while in secondary school. So that was the beginning for him, for me, and from there I started going to seminars. Like I started organizing my own seminars too and all that. And from there, I met my then partner, Olaide Halim, at one of a seminar in Lagos. We started working together. I came back to Ibadan. We became partners. We started creating our own products, selling digital products on newspapers then. Unlike now, people are using websites, phone, and all those things. All you could use back then was classified adverts or a full-page newspaper advert or half page. So we're using classified ads then because we still have little money to start. And trust me, from there, for every 3,005 we put on the advert or 5,005, we're making like 50,000 back. So just like what
Wow.
I've read in a lot of books, that you don't just spend your money, because that's why some businesses don't grow. When they make profits or they make money, they spend the money. So we invested the money back into advert, like we're putting more back into advert. And before we know it, my brother, we've already made 1 million from this same business. So I was just 17 then when I made my first million selling on selling information products. Not even on a website. Now we don't have a website. There was no website then. All we had was a classified advert and phone number. If you want to purchase the products, you send your name, your phone number to this particular number, and then we send bulk SMS out. So it was crude then, unlike now that everything is automated. So that was how I started the journey, and I made my first million from the internet at the age of 17.
That's very powerful. That's very powerful. I realize that truly one can turn a lemon to lemonade. Because if your parents have told you that
Of course.
they will pay you abroad, you will not be challenged to do that.
Of
And by the
course.
time by the time you are in school self, I'm sure you have enough money to even send yourself abroad. Why is it doing all those things?
Honestly,
Money is money.
throughout my university days, my school fees were like, I think 700 and something thousand or 1 million. I was paying my school fees all by myself. Like I paid myself all through university actually. And it was a
Wow,
private
wow.
university.
That's very powerful. So please give me a few minutes. So I welcome some of my bosses to this live session. Baishe Koni, you are welcome. You are a role model in the real estate world. Is this founder of Audacia Realty. So and Nehemiah and so many other people. I welcome you to this live session, and I hope you are all enjoying it. So my next question is that you've come a long way. Hello? Can you hear me, sir? So hello, can you hear me, sir? Hello. Oh,
Okay, I can hear
my
you
next
now.
okay, my next question is
Hello,
that
I can hear you.
um starting from 2020,
Okay.
2020 like 2008, 2009 until now, like, and you are still someone who is still very, very much experienced in this digital space. Have you not ever been discouraged? Like, oh, let me just give up at one point in time. Let me go and find some other things to do. Like you are crushing it in e-commerce as you are doing it in affiliate. As so, how what has been the secret to that, sir?
Okay. One thing is that, let me say, what I live by is, if I actually try something and it's worked for me, or I've seen people that this system or this model or this business model actually works for, and they are like actually achieving things from this same business, then I believe it will work for me. I do say this, that God is not a respecter of human being. Whatever I can do for A, it will do for B, C, D. All you have to do is just to put in the effort and put in the work. So I've seen people ahead of me. I've seen what they've turned their life into due to this internet. So I know that mine can be an exemption. I faced a lot of challenges, trust me. Is it a time where I run ads and then I'm talking about newspaper ads now. We ran ads and then the ad was blurred. So the bank details, everything wasn't showing. We wasted money, hundreds of thousands of naira. We went back to zero. I had to sell one of my laptop then in order to get funds to start all over again. Do you understand? Like, I've been to that level before and I came out strong just because I have this die-hard attitude, like, until I achieve my goal, nothing is going to stop me. Like, I'm not going to give way to anything. And do you know why? I've made money from the internet. Like I've made millions, billions of naira. Even before making the billions, like I'm talking about millions of naira now. Even though I lost it then, I know that there's a possibility there. So why would I give up? What do I want to go back to? So do I want to go and look for a paid employment? How much will I earn from that? Do you understand? No, this is not
Yes.
to insult people that are working. Do you understand? A lot of people that make good money working, but I'm just talking like from my own perspective. So there's no two-way thing to this internet business for me. Do you understand? It's
Yes,
either I
sir.
get it right or I get it right. No two-way thing. So I've been through the ups and downs, and then I just have to keep going. Now, let me give you another example. There was a time in I think that was 2018 or 2019. Was it 2018 or 2019? Yeah, 2019. Uh, I entered the international space in 2017. I did some launches, made maybe like 300 or $500,000. After that, I did like 5 launches back to back, and I wasn't making profits. In fact, a lot of my friends were laughing at me, were like, why are you still doing this thing? You need to pull out, you need to re-strategize. And do you know what? Just like what I told you I live by. The moment I can pick just one person that is successful in that field, and I know that the kind of success that I achieve is what I also want to achieve, then there's no going back for me. So anytime I'm done and I feel like, okay, no, I'm not going to do this again, I think about these people. I think about what they've achieved. It's like it motivates me. So that's what keeps me going. That if these people can achieve it, then I can. I'm not talking from the space of jealousy now. I'm talking about if these people can actually achieve these things, then I can. And you know what? After having those field launches, I didn't give up. To some people, they'll just give up and that's the end. But I keep telling people now, let's say you spend 5 million or you spend 1 million on a business and you give up. That 1 million naira is a loss. But trust me, let's say you push it through and you're able to make it work for you, you succeed. That 1 million naira is no longer a loss again. It's an investment. So that's the thing for me. Even when I'm losing money, I know that by the time I eat it big, I'm going to eat it really, really big. So now looking at the launching, I'm just talking about the launching because that one is still recent. I've had multiple failures in businesses, e-commerce, information marketing, software development and all that. But now look at, after I had like 5 field launches, I'm talking about spending millions of naira on launches and it failed. Within the space of 6 months, I made $1 million. Was it even up to 6 months? I think maybe 4 or 6 months. I made $1 million after having those field launches. And within the space of 2.5 years, I've made over $5.8 million from launches. Now, let's look at it from this angle. Imagine I had stopped after having the first failure from the launch, or the second, or the third, or the fourth, or the fifth, or the sixth one. Would I have been where I am today? No, I wouldn't. So that's it for me. So I don't give up. It's not a thing I do. It's not part of me. Even if I'm down, like I'm so down, I may be down for a day. The next day I'm up again and I start doing my thing. So that's how I just overcome all this when it comes to internet business.
Wow. Na person wey give up fuck up. In short, na person wey give up fuck up. So the question I want to ask is that despite the money you'll be making while you were young,
Exactly.
you are making money when you were in your 17 till your 20 till your 25. And
Yeah.
and I'm sure you are in Lagos
Yeah.
because at some point you moved to Lagos and the life. And do you ever be like, oh, let me just enjoy myself, let me just settle down. Why am I stressing myself? I've made enough money. So let me jaye, let me do this thing, like the way. I'm
Oh,
not being like,
okay. The thing, the thing is, growing up, I grew up in a Christian family. Aside my father being a medical doctor, he's also a pastor. So I think that really shaping my life a bit. So not a bit, a lot actually. So I'm not the outgoing type, right from when I was young. Like I'm very, very reserved and I'm an introvert. Like I don't really go out like that. But then all work and no play made Jack a dull boy. Not that I don't enjoy, I don't go out. So, but I do go out. Like I like going on vacations, then I like going out to nice restaurants to enjoy myself. But like I said, you have to balance everything. Like most people that made money at my age, like remember when I said I made my first million at 17, a lot of people just spend it on frivolities, starts carrying girls, clubbing, doing all sort of things. It's not, I would say it's not my thing actually. So that's why I don't really do it. And then I know where I'm going to. Actually, growing up, I've seen people make money and lose it. And I don't want to ever be in that kind of situation. So most of my money I make, I reinvest it back into my business. Like people keep wondering. There was a time I was even making serious money, like massive money. Like if I want to buy 7 cars, I can buy it in a day. But people keep wondering that you're still using the same car. Why are you not changing this car? Well, the car is not faulty. It's not giving me any issue. It's not like if I buy this car now, it's going to add to my value or make me more money. Do you understand? So I prefer investing in assets that brings in money and also invest in myself to upgrade my skills and all that. So with all these things, I don't really spend, and I'm like I said, I'm introvert, so I don't have so much friends. So nobody to influence me. In fact, 90% of my friends are my colleagues in the industry, people that will do business with. So if we're not talking about business, actually, there's nothing more to talk about. But once in a year like that, we do have a getaway that all of us can just travel, have fun, and then that's it, just to refresh yourself. The thing I don't do is that I won't walk around the clock and not enjoy myself. But just that everything is balanced. So that's just it for me.
Wow, wow. I'm really learning a good deal. I'm really learning a good deal. But with all the success you've acquired in the digital world, so what if you find yourself in another business? Like let's say you're in another industry like not online again, offline. It could be real estate, it could be anything apart from online marketing. Can you is it that you'll be also be successful in that business too? Or is it that your lifestyle fits internet business more? It's more convenient more for you to do. So do you get the question?
Okay, sorry, I didn't hear that part. I think the network was misbehaving. So you're talking about me going into other business or something?
I was saying you probably didn't find yourself in online business. You find yourself in another industry entirely.
Okay,
Maybe acting, maybe real
okay.
estate, anything apart from online. Is it that you also become successful there? Or is it that you have an advantage being an online person due to the kind of personality you find yourself like, oh, I'm an online person. Online is not that hard. That's why I'm successful in online. So that is it.
Okay. Well, let me start from where you end. If anybody should say online is not that hard, then that person is actually lying to you. There's no business that it's easy actually. But well, with the internet, you have leverage. Now, this is the thing, like I said, growing up, I always wanted to become a medical doctor. Not because anybody forced me, or maybe because my father is actually a doctor as well. Then the respect, the prestige, and all that. But then uh, I had to add a rethink. Like, if at all I decide to become a doctor, then I won't be successful, honestly. I'll just be an average person. So the thing about life is knowing your strengths
Hmm.
and go in line with your strengths. Whatever you think you are, you have that strength in that comes to you easily. Of course, nothing comes to you easily, but then with time you discover yourself and you get to know what works best for you. Then you go with it. Now let me share a story with you. Now going to Afe Babalola University was something that happened. Like it's not something, it's a coincidental event, like it just happened. And then that man is someone I will always respect for the rest of my life. In fact, he's one of the people that shaped my life, shaped my career actually. In fact, actually at that point in my life where I was still thinking of, now I'm making millions already for from internet business like digital marketing, but I'm still confused if I want to do medicine or if I want to go into medicine or I want to be a digital marketer. It was this same man, Aria Febawala, that told me that, see, you are so good in this field. You're so good in this IT field. Look at this young age. You develop something that people charge us 60 million for in less than 2 weeks without charging nothing. That means you're so good. And why are you still disturbing yourself about medicine? Just go in this line and you'll be super successful. And that's why I said it's always good to follow your strengths. When you follow your strengths, you'll be the best in that field because it's something that comes to you naturally. So if at all I'm not into digital marketing. Maybe the other thing I might be successful at is playing football actually, because I was very, very good at football. Yeah, I was that good. Like I was even playing for the senior team. Like when I was playing football, I played for the senior team, I played for the junior team. I was that good then. But like they say, well, I guess this is where I find myself at the end of the day. But ever since then, I've diversified into other businesses like the hospitality business, then real estate as well. So these are things that I'm putting my fingers into. You know, you can't just sit there in one place and be looking at all the money. You have to put it somewhere.
I understand. Actually, it's very funny that you love football. I was just saying, like,
Wow.
maybe you had this
Really?
people that you tell me now. I wouldn't believe that you are somebody who really like football like that. But I was just
Wow,
looking like, am
thank
I
you.
be like with Ronaldo? Because you said that.
But that was then actually. Now, my computer is my personal my friend now, like my hobby 247. So no time for football again. But I'm still a Man U fan anyway.
All right, no problem. For more than 2 years in the real estate and the digital marketing business, like, do you have some mentor to follow? Do you have like a particular backbone, like some people you run back to when they are issue? Because every session within a year, there's always problem in the online space. There's always a problem that we even want somebody to give up. Sometimes maybe foreign exchange, sometimes it will be Facebook advertisement. So what has been your greatest support in this online space for you to see the casting out big to that extent?
Okay, so one thing about me is that I won't say I'm a loner though. So uh there are a few people that I look up to in the industry. Do you understand? And the first person I'm still going to mention is still Otumba Akinlabi. I like his vibes. I like the way he do marketing. I just like the way his business, like everything about him, his business sense and all that. He's someone I look up to. Like he's someone that I really, really look up to, starting then. And this is someone that have given me tips on how to take my business to the next level. So now, a lot of people don't know how to have connection or network with people. When you mix up people, the next thing you start bugging them with even the silliest question or the silly things that you can find answers to online. The thing is that these people are also busy, they have their own life. So if I thought you are going to them, they want to say that okay, you are smart enough, you know what you are doing. And then you're actually taking action on whatever they are teaching you or whatever they are telling you to do. So I remember the very first time Akela came to Ibadan 10. So I think he had a seminar. So and I went to a meeting that Egbonsi, this my business is just stagnant in one place. So I think that was 2009 or 2011. I can't remember the year. Like, okay, I just keep making 350,000 every month. That this thing is not going up. I want to break this 350,000 monthly income. I want to enter 1 million and above. He said, am I ready for the work? I said, I'm ready. And I said, okay, no problem. So these are the things I need to do and all that. I said, okay, no problem. And you know, one thing about me, I'm a fast action taker. You can't take
Hmm.
that from me. I don't I think there was a day Tony Omotosho posted on Facebook that that this guy is a brutal action taking machine. Like he posted it on Facebook. I didn't even know what he saw there or what he noticed there. But that's just one thing about me. Just give me the tips. I'm on it straight up. Like I'm on it. There's no time wasting time to think if it will work or something. So when he told me then and the things to do, I did it and I achieved great results. I was able to increase my earning. After that time, we had an association in Lagos, Association of the Information Marketers of Nigeria. That was like 2014, 2015. So our head office was in SAGC then. So I met him again that Egbonsi, I need to I need to scale up my income. He said, you're always scaling up your income. What are you doing with money? You're still young now. See now, this is the time to work now, to make money and all that. So I remember the first question he asked me was that, are you a pastor? I said, I'm not a pastor. He said, hey, I'm not a pastor. I said, I'm not a pastor. And he told me that the market I should watch out for in Nigeria. Now I'm going back to 2011 now. That the market
Hmm.
I should watch out for in Nigeria is sports betting. Are you with me? Sports
Yeah.
betting, then sports betting, sex markets, and then what was the third one? I can't remember the third one. but he told me blatantly that those are the market I should watch out for, and that as he has started his own sports betting company. So even me too, I can decide to start if I have the money, or I should create course on sport betting and stuff like that. You understand? It gave me
Yeah.
the blueprint on what to do actually. And trust me, look at the sports betting industry in Nigeria nowadays. That's a multi-billion naira industry. So that's the thing you get when you seek expert opinion. These are people that can see way ahead of you. They've been there, they have the experience. So things that is meant to take you 10 years to achieve, you achieve it within 2 years. And I don't go about bugging them for every little things. I try to, like, it's only when that's my last hope that I know that, okay, I can't just get these things done on my own. So I would say that's one of the people that I look up to and I've seek advice from. That was how I started my sports betting business then, Naira Win. He told me to start. I started then. It came to Ibadan, we'll talk and all that. But then I was in school. It was a private school and all that. So I couldn't manage the two together. Maybe I would have become a multi-billionaire now. Who knows? Assuming I didn't stop that sports betting, but I had to pause it then. So that's just it. Those are the people that... What do you say?
You said you will have become a multi-billionaire, and I said you have
Yeah,
already.
maybe if I didn't stop the sport betting then. So, but like in life, you win some, you lose some. So the most important thing is not to don't lose it all. Then you keep forging ahead, count your losses and move on. So that's one thing about it for me. You can't be successful in everything, but the thing that you're successful at, make sure you do it to the fullest. Like you don't get tired of it. That's another thing that kills people in this industry. You make few millions, you start diversifying into other businesses. That's not to diversify. You have to milk that in, you have to milk that business, like max it out to be sure that there's nothing coming out of that business again before you say you want to start diversifying funds. Because that way you're also diversifying your attention. And when you diversify your attention into multiple businesses, you can't get excellent results except you build systems. So the way I do my things now, like right now, I have system in place for my businesses. So there are a lot of things I don't do again. I just venture into other things. For the past 2 years now, I've been into my real estate business, focusing on that. In fact, I can count the number of times I've been to my office, maybe up to like 2 times this year.
Wow. Hello. Oh. Oh, I'm very, very sorry for that. He has a network issue. He will be back very, very soon. He'll be back very soon. So I'm very, very sorry for the short break. So I'll add him up. Okay, I think he's back. Hello, sir.
Okay, it's fine. Yeah, I think I'm back now.
Okay, wow. In fact, you told us not to be jack of all trades. You should make it out from an industry before we now put our hands into the other one. So, question I want to ask is that have you ever given up on the internet? Is it like for this time I want to leave the internet entirely? Was there a time that you say, let me leave it entirely and let me go back to somewhere to another business and you not come back later?
Okay, no, never.
Oh,
Now the thing is this. Okay, let me I'm not trying to talk down on any other businesses, but let's say it this way. In marketing is a game of number. Internet give you the leverage. What I'm selling is digital assets, digital products that can reproduce 1 million times. I will never exhaust it. So that's leverage to me. And I keep saying it, there's no business I want to do that will the profit margin will be as high as what I make from the internet. Now you can make 100 times, 1,000 times whatever the amount you are putting into your business within a short period of time. Not even real estate or any other business can give you that kind of money. I'm sorry to say that. But what I'm saying is that in marketing, let's say I can put 1 million naira into adverts now, and get 2 million naira out in the next 48 hours or in the next. This is not Ponzi. I'm talking from my years of marketing experience, creating funnels and all those things. So I can put that in and put that out. Do you understand? So it's easy for me. So I've never for once thought of going into any other business. But I know that there are some things that you just have to invest in. They are here to stay. And the one on that top list is real estate. So real estate is there to stay. So that's the only thing I know that I do. And I believe that, okay, maybe when time comes, I don't know, when we want to retire, we'll retire and focus on all those real estate investments and also our hospitality businesses as well. So that's just it for me. But I've never thought of leaving the internet. Never.
Well, question I want to ask is that
Okay.
right now the youth nowadays, like like every other youth, they'll be like Nigeria is bad, Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that. For what you all you have been doing, as Nigerian system, maybe Nigerian government, Nigerian regulation, has it affected you so much? Or has it, Nigerian regulation, sometimes it'll be like looking at the exchange rate today, 640. Like
Yeah.
every African commerce, African commerce, they want to bring products from China, they're looking at the exchange rate. It should be like, oh, should I give up on e-commerce? Should I not go and start affiliate marketing? Nigerian factor, has it affected you or given you motivation?
Well, Nigeria factor will always affect all businesses. That's normal. And when it comes to internet business, there are a lot of challenges, trust me. Like I remember the time where you can't even people that are starting, see, that's why some people just feel like I'm hard on them. Like I'm talking about the newcomers into the internet business now. I'm not talking about us that started in 08, 09, 010. I'm talking about people that just started now. You have no reason to fail. You have no reason not to succeed in this internet business because everything is at your beck and call. I remember back then, to even order something online, I'm saying you just want to buy stores online. You don't have card that can pay anything. You have to go to a company. They will give you virtual credit card, which is already loaded with money. That's now what you're now going to use to purchase whatever you want to buy back then. Back then, the resistance level was so high. Anytime people see anything online, they call you a scammer. They call you thieves. They call you all sorts of names. In fact, some people will call you on your phone and rain curses on your head. So, me, I've just developed this skin for all those things at that very long time ago. So it doesn't get to me. Then aside that, a lot of policies, a lot of things I'm into e-commerce business too. Although I stopped, I was into e-commerce business actually. But then I saw the future, and I am of this belief. For every business you do, there's a cap. Let me expatiate. There are some business that can only feed you. That there are some business that can only feed you. Let's take, for example, all these not retailers. Let me say people that have shops and sell stuff like that. That kind of stuff cannot make you a billionaire, cannot make you a multi-millionaire. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So there are some kind of business that they can only make you millions. There are some kind of business that can make you hundreds of millions. There are some kind of business that can make you billions of naira. So it depends on how much you want to make or how far you're about to go about life. Because some people, they are just okay, they just want to be comfortable. But me, I'm not of that life. I want to make I want to make as much money as possible. So then when I was into e-commerce, I knew something was wrong because we all operate on this POD of a thing. It was getting to me, spending so much. We're making money, but I know that there are other business models that can do better than this. At that point in time, in fact, myself and my partner were the first to introduce AliExpress to Nigeria in 2010. And that was the birth of mini importation here in Nigeria, where people can import small pieces of product and resell. We're selling it. We had a product. We created an ebook then, how to buy laptop for 14K, how to buy a brand new laptop for 14,000 naira. So then, laptop was so expensive then, so people couldn't get laptop. So what we now discover this AliExpress platform from one of our elder brother. So the person showed us the platform, like you can buy laptop, but of course not all this main laptop. It's all this Android laptop. I'm sure you've seen them before. Now all this Android laptop that kiddies now use now. Back then it was something. So we created an ebook because we are information marketer now. We created an ebook on it, how to import, how to get a brand new laptop for 14,000 naira. When people know that laptop cost 100k, 150k there, so we sold that product. We were selling it for 3,000. We sold a lot of it. Some marketers also bought it. They bought right to it. They rebranded it and started selling it. From there, people now notice that, okay, you can import other stuff from this platform, not just all this 14k laptop. You can import clothes, you can import jewelries, and that was how it became a household name in Nigeria, that most marketers started importing from AliExpress and reselling here in Nigeria. So we had a lot of challenges. There was a time payment issues. You can't make payments. I had to go and get Africa at one point. At time it stopped working, you open a dumb account. The thing is, every business has its own challenges. So it's not for you to decide, do I want to keep dwelling in self-pity and not move forward with my life, or not move forward with business, or I want to forge ahead and achieve something bigger with my life. Trust me, like I've seen it all in the industry. Talk about any form of challenges, I've seen it all. Do you understand? But at the end of the day, you always find a way. You should be a problem solver. So you shouldn't always focus about the problem, you focus about the solution. So, and trust me, here in Nigeria, I used to tell people, it's easier to make money in Nigeria than any part of the world. You can quote me
Oh,
anyway. It's
please
easier.
come again. Come again. Like,
What do you
come
say?
again. I said, please repeat that.
Okay.
Come again.
Okay, I'm saying it's easier to make a lot of money here in Nigeria than any part of the world. You can ask anybody. The likes of Aliko Dangote, the Otedolas, the Maikadenugas, all these top guys, where do they make their money from? They make it here in Nigeria. Look at a lot of young guys here. There's a lot of money to be made in Nigeria. Fine, I know that me, I have a foreign presence now. I make money in dollars now. I have friends that they've never earned $1 before, and they are multi-millionaire. They are billionaire right here in Nigeria doing their business here. So you don't. There are a lot of ways, businesses that you can use to make money here in Nigeria. And because Nigeria is still a developing country, and you can go away with without anybody disturbing you. Do you understand? So Nigeria is good for business. Trust me. People are making money here. No matter how bad the economy can be, no matter how bad things can be, people are making money here, and it's easier here. Trust me. If you've been out there, you understand what I'm saying. So it's easy. So that's the thing.
Wow. Okay. We're having a bit of network issue. That's why. So, like, you are also a youth like every one of us. Can you hear me, sir? Oh, we're having a network challenge. Oh, this is a Nigerian factor in action. Oh, so I think my host is having a network challenge. Sean, as I said earlier, is a very very practical man. So he's not somebody that will be coming here to be quoting aspire to Maguire. Okay, we're back now. Oh, so he's having a network challenge. He will soon be back. He will soon be back very soon. So I hope you are all enjoying this fact. He said there are lots of money to be made in Nigeria. Oh, the network. Oh. So he said there are lots of money to be made in Nigeria, like lots of money. Like I was wondering that some people should have left Nigeria long ago because I believe they are making a good money. But despite that fact, they still remain to be back to be based in Nigeria, not knowing that it's because of huge amount of money they are making. So he's having a network challenge. He will be back very very soon. So if there is something, if you have learned one or two things, please go to the comment section and post it and type what you learned. So if you have learned one or two things, you give one or two things tonight, please go to the comment section and type what you have. So we'll soon be back. I've added him now. So believe me, I personally am enjoying this, and I believe you're also enjoying it. Okay, you are back. Thank you very much. Omo, I think we are going to sue your network. We are going to sue the way your network is doing. Many of us, we don't want it to go again. No. Hello, hello, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Okay, I'm back now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, loud and clear, loud and clear. So my next question is that
Okay, good. Thank God.
my next
Okay.
question is that what mistakes do you see Nigerian youths making that you always feel so sad about it? Like after the Nigerian youth, you see them making a particular mistake. After the Nigerian youth, maybe there are something you see them making, a particular mistake they keep on making, and you always feel bad about it.
Okay, I didn't hear that part. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir. Can you hear me?
Okay, sorry. What do you say?
I
I
said,
didn't hear that part.
what mistake do you see Nigerian youths making? I
Okay.
always feel sad about it. After Nigerian youths, what mistake do you see us making? And you are like, we shouldn't be doing this. Oh, network. Oh. Okay, it will be back very soon. Thank you very much. Tire Boy says, follow your strength, take action fast, and be consistent. Oh, about Gabriel said, I'll never miss such a session again. Believe me, I'll be missing all this while though, because I always try to bring best of the best. Real estate with Nehemiah said, take action fast. Believe you will need to be a fast action taker. E.B. Sheila said, I really need to process that sentence and believe it. Said, there is money here. That's from Nehemiah. Official Adeboye said, no place like home. So it will be back very, very soon. If you have your question, just drop your question below. I will also make sure that I provide there is a time for question and answer. So we'll be back very soon. We'll be back now. So if you have a question, drop your question. I still have so many questions here. I will ask him. So believe me, I have lots of questions here that I'm going to ask him. But despite that fast, if you also have a question, drop your questions below. I will go through it and I will ask him at the end of the session. So until then, post your things you think you have been learning all this while. I personally, my jota here is filled up. I've been learning so lots of things, like so lots of things, so lots of things. There's some business that it can only be available for feeding people, like because there are some businesses that one can only be feeding himself there because of there is maximum amount of money, there is a particular level of money somebody can make there. So that business is only to cater for someone for a while until the person moves to a bigger stage, bigger audience, or puts himself in front of bigger audience where he'll be making huge amount of money. So it's going to be back very, very soon. So please drop your questions below. Exactly. Gabriel said it's one of the Nigerian factors that affect us. Exactly. It's the Nigerian factor. So it's going to be back very soon. So it's going to be back very soon. I want is back. Oh, Mr. Victor, you are welcome. Victor Babalola, you are welcome. Thank you very much for making it here tonight. So let's test it with Nehemiah. You just ask a question now. You said, does the money put into advert determine the outcome of the result? Yes, believe me, determine the outcome of your result. If you put 10,000 naira into advert, you are going to get 10,000 naira results. Let's say you put 10,000 naira for an advert now, you may be able to make 30,000 naira. Or okay, let's say you make 50,000 naira from it. 50,000 naira pure profit. You put 10,000 naira, you make 50,000 naira from it. Imagine you put, let's say you put 20,000 naira. 20,000 naira should be able to give you like 80,000 or 90,000 naira. If you now say you are not putting 10,000 naira again, you are not putting 20,000 naira, you have to put 100,000 naira. That 100,000 naira should be able to fetch you like 800,000 or 900,000 naira. So meaning this is a game of number. The higher the amount of money you put there, the higher the result you are going to get. The higher the result you are going to get. Because any advert you are running will make sure that you are putting bigger money there now. You are going to appear in front of larger crowd. 10,000 naira can make you appear in front of 2,000 naira, 2,000 people. But with 100,000, you can appear in front of 200,000 people. You get. So, depending on the product and the target audience, exactly from Mr. Albert Gabriel. So that is it. So the higher the money you put there, the greater the results you are going to get. So, let me quickly contact him. So I still want you to remain, so to be patient. It will soon be back. It will soon be back. So please be attentive. It's going to be back very soon. What will you say are like a 1, 2, 3 steps to starting out online? So I'll ask him the question. I'm going to ask him that question so one is back. So I pray just come back very, very as fast as possible so that we can all continue to enjoy it. So you can see the big figure is calling. So it's not just anyone, it's not just anybody. So it's one of the mover and shaker in the online space. And I'm sure that we can all relate to what he's saying. Despite that some of us may not be at his level yet, we can all relate from what he's saying because he's a very practical person. So he's going to be back very soon. So the next question I was about to ask him was that Nigerian youth, many of us, we are making some mistakes. Though we may not know that it is a mistake that we are making, but people that have gone beyond that level, they've been like, oh, these people, if they are known better, they won't be doing this kind of thing. So like, what thing did this believe that Nigerian youth they are doing wrong? Nigerian youth they are wasting their time and resources on something, and they could have spent it on something more better. So that's the next question I want to ask him on the network courses AFOC. So it's not online again. Okay, it's back.
Nine.
Exactly. Nigerian factor. Okay, sir. Thank you very much. In fact, yes, we can see you, sir. Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me, sir? Oh, this network. Oh, this network. Oh. So please let the patient. He will soon be back. He will soon be back. So please let the patient. He will soon be back. Like the network is really giving a lot of issue. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. He will be back now. He will be back now. He's going to be back now. I myself, I can't just. Yes, 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 yes. He's back now. He's back already. Mr. Obadeji Olayinka.
Okay, can you see me now?
Yes, loud and clear.
The network is really bad.
Loud and clear. Loud and clear. From the values I'm getting from this session, I think they were successful.
Can you see me now?
Yes, yes, I can see you, sir. We can see you, sir. So
Can you
the
see
question
me
I'm,
now? Can you hear me now?
yeah, yes, loud and clear is better now. It's okay now. Oh, network. 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 Yes, yes, the network is from his end. If it's from my end, you'll not be able to see me. The network is from his end. And I think he's trying to fix it. He's trying to fix it. I just pray we come back and we stop having issue of network. So please let us be patient. He will soon be back. Let's be patient. He'll be back very soon. Don't worry, he will soon be back. Let's be patient. He will soon be back. So we'll soon be back. Please let us be patient. Somebody says it's gone again. No. Don't worry, he'll soon be back. He'll soon be back. So we'll be back very soon. Let's be patient, please. because this kind of value is sharing, their first hand value, like their first hand. Imagine somebody saying there are lots of money to be made in Nigeria, like, and people keep leaving Nigeria every day, leaving Nigeria every day. So, and I've also learned that there is maximum there are some particular businesses that they have a limit of amount of money they can give you. So if you know, if I know I'm in that kind of business, I will just leave and venture into something bigger, something more lucrative. So let's wait for him. Let's be patient for him. We'll soon be back. This is the network of the Third World Network. Third World Country Network. Well, Mr. Abadgebre 2471 said, from the values I'm getting from this session, I think the level of success via internet is endless. Believe me, either you are into our internet business, online business, digital marketing, e-commerce, YouTube and everything. So the opportunities there are just very, very endless. And no matter the business you are doing, no matter the kind of business you are doing, you run a restaurant, you are into the real estate, you are into a pharmacist, make sure that you also leverage on the internet. Make sure you also leverage on the internet. Like, don't just abandon internet, anything you are doing. Because that the best thing that happened in the 24th century, the best thing that happened in the 24th century is the internet. Believe me. Nobody 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, let me start from 20 years ago. 20 years ago, nobody believed that there will be a time whereby we'll be holding class online like this. People will be in different states in Nigeria and we'll be holding an online session. I'm sure that nobody thought of that. Our great grandfather didn't think of that. But see where we are now.
I'm
Okay,
so
yeah.
sorry. The network is very bad. So I have to leave my home office and come to my own room. So I'm so sorry for keeping you all waiting.
No problem, sir. In fact, we have been keeping busy. We have been doing fasting and prayer. Now you come back.
Well, that's one of Nigeria's problem actually. But yeah, we just have to figure out a way. That's the thing. Like I said, I have to try like 3 networks now before I could able to get this one to work. So
wow.
But I'm glad I'm back now, so we can continue.
Thank you very much. So, in fact, the kind of information you are getting from you can only come from somebody who have passed through it, who have been there, not just aspire to Maguire to retire, something like that. So the next thing I'm a youth, and I'm sure that you also call yourself a youth. I'm sure you also call yourself a youth. But some people that are not coming behind you, what mistakes do you see us making?
Okay.
That if these people they've done better, they shouldn't have been doing this kind of thing. They should have been wasting their time, resources, and energy. Kind of. So, what mistake are Nigerian youth making right now that you think they should not they shouldn't be?
Okay. One thing is that there's no over my years of doing business. Let's say almost 12, 13 years now of doing business. One thing I've come to realize is everybody have to pay their own price.
Yeah.
There's no fast rule about it. There's no shortcut about it. There's no successful person you are saying today. I'm saying real successful, legitimate people you are saying today, they are really successful. They've paid their dues. So if I start to talk about things, the problems, the challenges I've encountered from when I started till date, in fact, some people will look at me and be like, why? You should have just looked for a paid job and forget all these things. But here I am today. I give glory to God. So number one thing that people need to look out for is that look for a working business model. I see a lot of people jumping from one thing to another, trying so many things. The truth of the matter is there's no business model that you pick up that you can't make money from. Now, that's the first mistake people make. Shiny object syndrome. That's what we call it, like to our international audience. But here in Nigeria, it's like jumping from one business to another. Now, I'll give you an example. Late last year, everybody and their dogs started jumping into cryptos. Why? Because a lot of people are making killing from crypto. The truth of the matter is that I don't have $1 in any crypto as I'm talking right now. Am I missing out? Yes. Do I regret it? No. Now, that doesn't mean that I know a lot of people that they are way richer than me now, that they made their money from cryptos. Do you understand? So this is not to downplay their effort, but I'm just telling you that, see, we underestimate the power of consistency. In anything you do in life, once you are consistent about it, like you keep doing it no matter what, you always achieve that success. I don't care the odds or the challenge you might be facing, but the moment you give up, that's it. But once you don't give up and you keep showing up every single day, I'm not saying it's easy, but that is just what it is. Once you don't give up and you keep going after that thing over and over again, you get there. That's why I don't see failure as something. In fact, I embrace failure, because the more you fail, the closer you get to your success point. So if you don't fail, you will know that, okay, this is the wrong way of doing this thing. But when you fail from an attempt, you know that, okay, this is wrong, so I won't do this. And that's why you have to stick to your own business model. If you're doing e-commerce, focus on that e-commerce. There are a lot of billionaires from e-commerce. There are a lot of multi-billionaires from the same business. If you're into freelancing, focus on it. Max it to the fullest. Like, there's hardly any internet business you want to talk about now that I don't have a footprint in it that I've not done before. And you know the worst thing? When I started internet business in 2008, that I said I want to make money online, I didn't make a dime for the first 2 years. And you know why? Because I was jumping from one business to another. If someone said he made 10 million from this business today, my head will be like, God, 10 million. I'll jump to that. I'll start learning everything I can learn on that. Let's say a week after, another person say, oh, it's Forex that is the thing now. People are making a lot of money from Forex. I'll jump into that. So over those 3 years, I noticed I was spending more. As a student, I don't have money. In fact, I would trek from my school to the house. Like the money I'm meant to spend on my feeding, I'll go to cyber cafe, buy tickets, 100 naira for 50 minutes, browse all this business, download and download and download and download. So I noticed I was just wasting time. But the moment I picked this information marketing business of it, that this is what I want to focus on, come rain, come sunshine, this is what I'm going to do. And until I succeed, until I make money from this business, nothing else is going to enter this year. If you like, make 100 billion from another business, it's none of my business. So people underestimate focus and consistency. When you are consistent with something, now, when I started launching, do you understand? When I started launching, it was so hard. If you look at the launching space now, I can count the number of Nigerians in that business space, even though we make billions of naira from this business. And you know, Nigerians now, a lot of people will have rushed into the business, but because the entry barrier is so high, it's not something you can just enter. But when I made up my mind that this business, I'm going to go into it and I'm going to succeed, I said, there's no way I'm not going to succeed from it. And do you know what led to that? After I was feeling like a local champion, that I made my first million now at the age of 17. Like, nobody in Nigeria at that time in the internet marketing space can beat that record. I was the youngest in the industry. Do you understand? The one fateful day in 2018, I just saw a post on how a 19-year-old Nigerian Igbo man made 1 billion naira at the age of 19. I had sleepless nights for 3 days. I'm a marketer now, and if you're talking about top Nigerian marketer now, top 5, you are going to mention my name. So I knew this was not a fluff. This was not a marketing gimmick. In fact, the person was not even trying to sell anything. He was just trying to complain about a friend that he brought close to him, trying to cheat him business, and the person decided to cheat him, stole his assets and all that. But what my own takeaway was the 1 billion at the age of 19. What is this guy doing? Like a whole 1 billion at the age of 19. My brother, I couldn't sleep for 3 days. I started researching about this guy. I started researching. At that age, this guy has a massive like massive investment in real estate. When I say massive investment, so I come to think like it shaped a lot about me. Before, people that know me in 2011, 12, I'm a car freak. Like, I change cars as fast as possible. But when I met this guy, a lot of things changed about my life. So, and that's one of the things youths nowadays have to look out to. Like, it's not about the flashy life. There's time for everything. And there's the growing phase. What do I mean by the growing phase? There's a time where this money is coming in. Don't focus on spending the money. In fact, don't let people know that you have money. Just keep building yourself. Keep building your reserve. Keep building your investments. Keep building your portfolio. You build it to a state that you know that if you decide to spend 5 million in a day, you won't even think about it. Hey, then by the time people just think that you are just making money, you are not buying that car of your dream. Like, you've gone past the stage they think you are at that point in time. Maybe by then that you just bought that brand new car that they thought, oh, this boy just arrived, he's a millionaire now. You could have been a multi-millionaire at that age. Because there are a lot of challenges that comes with showing off. A lot of people coming to you for different things and all that. And security-wise as well. So now, youth of nowadays, you have to pick a business and focus. That's the number one thing. Number two, pick a working business. There are some business that you will never make good money from it. So stay away from it. And also if you want to make the most money, you want to make a lot of money, pick a business that give you the leverage. Now, I will give you another example. When I was starting out, I laid my hands on so many businesses. In fact, I started with I did freelance as well, like freelancing. Introduce Fiverr as well. So we did Fiverr then, but do you know why I stopped Fiverr? Like, I even stopped way back before my partner then stopped. Was you are slaving your time for money. It's more or less you're working like a paid employment. So you can't leverage that kind of business. I will explain what I mean. If I don't, let's say for the freelance job, I'm writing articles or I'm designing a logo. The moment I stop designing, the moment I stop writing articles, money stop coming in. So to me, that's not a business, that's a job. So, and you can't leverage that. You can't 10x results of that. I don't know if you get my point. But let's say I created an information product now and I'm selling it for 5,000. If I'm making 100,000 in a month, I can decide to increase the price to 10,000 and be making 200,000 in a month, provided that every other thing remains constant. That's a leverage. I can decide to, if I'm reaching out to, let's say, 500 people in a month, I can decide to reach out to 1,000, 10,000, 20,000 people in a month. All I have to just do is just to spend more money to get more people to see my product, to see my offer. So that is leverage. Any business you're doing that cannot give you that leverage, man, you keep slaving your time for it. And you won't be able to make the most from it as well. Now, that's why one thing people don't know is that it's not the most hardworking that make the most money. In fact, it's not the smartest or the brightest of we guys that are making the money. There are a lot of people that are smarter than us, that are brighter than us. But then we focus on the business that we know that will brings in the most money with minimum effort. Are you with me? So people have to choose a working business. So once you not choose a working business, get someone, get a mentor, get a role model in that space. So when I notice this person now, this young billionaire doing great stuff, I can see all the investment, everything. I decided to make him my friend. Of course, it didn't come easy. Me, I'm below his standard. Maybe I'm just an ordinary billionaire, and this is a billionaire we are talking about, operating in the international space. And me, I'm operating in the local space. Now, let me give you another insight as well. When we became closer, I discovered that we started business at the same time. But he has his own leverage. And what was the leverage? It went international from day one. So that leverage was there. It was earning in dollars. Compare dollars to Naira. That's another leverage. I know Naira was becoming useless at one point. So I know I need to start making money in dollars. So when I discovered this person, I tried to get close to him. I tried to learn. I tried to do these things on my own. I wasted almost 6 million trying to break into that industry. I couldn't. In fact, I sold one of my car that time because I wasted so much money trying to break into that industry. I spent millions, like millions. Some scammers scammed me for my, like, the money I paid the programmer to develop my software and all that. I went through a lot of things, but then at the end of the day, I know that I know where I'm going and I must achieve this thing. So at the end of the day, you need to have someone in place. The moment I was able to get closer to these people, I'm talking about guys that are way ahead of me in this industry. I'm talking about the international marketplace. In fact, I was able to do my first launch within 3 months. Something I've been battling with for the past 2 years, trying to doing it on my own. But because I was able to get help, I was able to get a mentor, like a role model, someone that can put me through, I was able to achieve success faster. So the only shortcut to success in this life is getting someone that has done what you want to do to guide you. That way, you are going to cut through the corners. You are going to cut away from all the mistakes, the past mistakes that person has made, and straight to success. Not that you won't have your own challenges, but it will be minimal. For example, now, I have some of my students or my friends now that I brought into the space, the internet marketing space. Something that took me 5 years to achieve, I see them achieving it within the space of a year. Why? Because when they are trying to do something, I'll tell them, see, don't do this thing, it will not work. Don't go this way. This thing will not happen like this. Why? Because I've done it in the past. I've made the mistake. So they don't have to make that mistake. So in all, choose a working business. Stay focused on it. Choose a business that gives you that leverage to make money. Like you can make as much money as possible. Then find yourself a role model, a mentor, or whatever. And now, when I say find yourself a role model or mentor, a lot of people go about it the wrong way. You just start calling someone or messaging them, I want you to be my mentor. The truth of the matter is everybody is busy with their life. And now you have to put yourself in a position that will make that person to consider you. In fact, that's one of the things I do a lot if I want to connect with someone. When you want to connect with someone, let's say a rich man or someone like your role model or a top guy in your industry, you don't go there looking for help. Once you go there looking for help, you look like 99.9% of the people that they see on a daily basis. So you are not standing out. You are just there. So you are just another random guy looking for help. But then when you come from a position of trying to help them, trying to assist them, or trying to do something for them, do you understand? Like, it's different. It's a different ball game. Then they pay attention to you. Then you stand out from the crowd. I remember there was a guy that was trying to get close to me. And the day I got closer to him was the day I was in school. Then he just called me that your website is down. I was like, wow, were you monitoring my website? How did you know? He said he just checked. I used to check my site every day. And I was so fascinated that really. And that's how we became friends. From there, we exchanged business ideas that made him millions of naira. So that's how you go about it. You don't go about it seeking for help or try to see how you can help them, how you can add value to their life. And from there, everything just comes natural. Like, they'll be there for you as well. And like I said, you always have to take action. So those are the ways which youths can actually forge ahead and avoid making mistakes in business. Choose a workable or a working business model. Stay focused. Find a role model or a mentor and let them guide you on how to go about the business. Another thing is that even your role model might not be accessible, but you can access them through books. Some of these people document their business system, their business wealth secrets into books. You can read their book and see how they were able to achieve certain things, and you go your way and do things. Now, a lot of people make mistakes about the way they read books as well. I've seen people, they can read 100 books and they'll say, read one book daily, do this. I'm not against that. But you know one thing about me, when I'm trying to do something, let's say I'm going into launching, or I'm trying to learn more about funnel, I need a funnel in my business. What I need that time is a funnel, right? So if I'm picking on a book, the book should be about that funnel. So I pick a book that solves the particular problem I'm trying to solve, and that's it for me. So once I achieve what I want to achieve, I move to the next thing. So you don't just go about reading all sorts of books. At the end of the day, you are feeding your brain with too much information. And when you feed your brain with too much information, it can cause fatigue for the brain. At the end of the day, you won't be able to achieve anything from it. So those are the things I feel you should watch out for. When you're making the money, don't spend unnecessarily. Don't spend money. Like when I was making money, I didn't go out to rent my own apartment. I was still living in my father's house. But they know that, what is this boy doing? Always pressing laptop. To shock you, all my birthday throughout those years, I've never spent my one kobo to celebrate my birthday ever since I started internet business. All I need to do is just a
Oh, this network, eh? If you are getting value, please go to the comment section and type value. If you are getting value from this session, please go to the comment section and type value, 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 value. On this network, not be only you. Not be only you. Maybe we are going to do this thing till 12 a.m. with this type of network we are having. No. It's back again. It's back. Oh, thank you, Dari and you did creative. We will soon be back now.
Okay, I'm back.
If
Sorry about that. Honestly, I don't know what's wrong with the network today, but the devil is a liar. We are going to finish.
He's a liar. People are saying value about something is going on. They're saying value, 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 value. This kind of information, if you write a book, you're not be able to even put everything inside that book. So we must not, we can't make anything. So yes, I'll enjoy this. Go ahead.
Okay. So like I was saying, so then you don't show off too quickly. Like I have a family friend, I'm sure she's watching right now. She said, "Oh, Steven, you just go quiet to underground. 3 months, 4 months now, we just see one massive result again, and then you go back again." That's my lifestyle. You don't have to show anybody anything or prove anything to anybody. The most important thing is you're getting closer to your dream and you're achieving the result. So now, some people, when they are making money, they are so quick to show off. So quick to show off. Like, okay, now let me give you an instance, for example, and that's one of the important reasons why you need a mentor or you need someone in line of the business you're trying to do. I have someone that is so close to me, like very, very close to me. So when I left my parents' house, I decided to get my own flat in an estate. I was living alone. Bills upon bills upon bills upon bills. I was making money, not that I wasn't making money. But trust me, that time, all eyes on you. People say that you've arrived. Different people coming for different things at that point in time. That way, you won't be able to grow at the pace you want to grow. You just notice you are making money and you're spending it. So I have a friend too. That time, he just started the business and he was making money. The next thing he told me, he's tired of staying in his parents' house, or he wants to go and rent an apartment. I told him, see, you don't need to do that now. Stay in that your father's house. You're enjoying free food, free subscription, free house, free bed, free everything. So why are you in a rush? Who are you trying to prove to that you're not a big boy? Nobody. And you know what? Before I built my first house, it took me like 2013. It took me like 3 to 4 years before I built my first house. And this same person, between the first year of doing business, I think the second year, he built his first house. In fact, he moved from his parents' house to his own house, like a big mansion. So when we now went to the house that day, I told him that, see your life, oh. You remember that time that you wanted to rent an apartment? Imagine you rent that apartment. Trust me, you will not have time to focus to build this house. And that's one thing about life. So don't be too quick to show people that you've arrived. You need, and this This is not just about me. This is one thing I've studied about. Look at all the billionaires. I'm going to give you another example. There was a day Davido made a tweet one day that it was when he was at the age of 16. I don't know exactly how he put it, but I'm just going to paraphrase that. It was when he was 16 that he knew that they were really rich. That he didn't know that they have money, but until one day that their father moved them to one big mansion. That's when he knew that, oh, so my father really have this money. That phase is called building phase. That phase, the money is coming in, but you don't have to show off. Look at all the multimillionaires, all the billionaires of this world. There's a phase in their life that you don't know what is going on with their lives. You don't know what is going on at all. But that time they were building massive investments, investing in themselves, investing in their business. So the first money you are making is not for you to spend. It's for you to reinvest in the business. And that's how business grow. Some people, their business dies so fast because all the money they are making, they just spend it. They can't differentiate between their profits and their investments and all that. So see, my brother, if I can keep going on and on and on and on like that, I won't end this this thing. But the most important thing is that no, don't eat your business seed. Keep reinvesting. Be hungry for success. Like, I'm that person that even when I'm making 1 million like this, I will invest the whole 1 million back into adverts. People will think I'm crazy. Don't you want clothes? You don't want designer? You don't want this? I said, see, I'm not of that life now. I need to have financial stability. Now, if I decide I want to buy clothes of 1 million, it will not hurt my bank account. I've gotten to that level. But then, I haven't. So, you have to see the bigger picture ahead of you, not just spending the money on unnecessary things. I say at times, people will be wondering, just to buy clothes of 50,000, but if you want to spend 1 million on your advert, I say there, this advert I'm spending money on is my life, is my business. If I go broke today now, if I come to you for money, will you give me money? So let me focus on these things. So at the end of the day, prioritize everything. Problem, no, they finish. People will always come to you with their problem, but then do what you can do and leave the rest to God. You can't solve everybody's problem. But then you have to have yourself first. Your life is like a cup filled with water. If the cup is filled with water and you're trying to fill other people's cup, at one point, your cup will run dry. And you know what? Those people that are coming to you for help will go elsewhere. And at that point, you become useless as well because your cup is empty. But as you're trying to water other people's cup, or you're trying to give other people water, remember to always draw from the well again, which is reinvesting back into your own life, reinvesting back into your business. So these are key things that you need to actually put in place and not make mistakes. So you not just make money and lose it. Trust me, my brother, I've made money, I've lost it. It has happened to me twice, but it can never happen to me again by God's grace. So I've learned from it. So these are years of experience from things I've been through. Like, that's just it. Don't be too quick to show off. Reinvest back into yourself. You cannot love any other person more than you love yourself. So you have to spend that money on yourself, on your business, on acquiring skills and things that will take you to the next level. So that is it.
Thank you very much. The next question is a very, very question. Very, very funny question.
Okay.
Like now, you are not eating with your certificate. Like you are not earning income with your certificate.
Okay.
The question is that, cool, Shane has scam. I do know the scam because you'll be making money before you even go to school. And I'm sure that you go to school, you didn't go to school. That will not even stop you from making what you are making. The school is scam.
Okay, now, as far as we are in this country called Nigeria, school is not a scam. If you are in anywhere in the world, like any part of the world, Tier 1 countries, UK, US, you can still live a good life. But here in Nigeria, please, my brother, my sister, get their certificates. You might not use it to work, but just get that certificate. It's very, very important. I remember when I was in 100 level, when I entered the university, I was already making money. Like, at least for that time, I was a big boy. Although there's nothing to spend money on that time. I don't drink, I don't smoke, so I don't club. The only thing you can spend money on is to eat and also buy clothes, and that's it. Do you understand? So I was already a big boy then. It got to a state that it was getting to my head, actually. That's why my first year result was bad. It wasn't poor, but it was bad. I know I'm a bright student, so it wasn't poor, but it was bad. I was on two. I think I was on 2-1 then, my first year. So what was I doing? From morning to night, I would just be in the cafeteria with my friends, gisting, laughing, nothing. I might not even go to classes because I'll be like, what's there? At the end of the day, I have my business. I'm making my money. Even this lecturer said, sorry to say, I'm making times 10 of their I'm making times 10 of their salary in a month. But then someone now called me, someone I look up to in school, sat me down that see, it's good to have this education though. You might have all the money in this world, but if you are not educated, there are some places, there are some doors that your money will not open, but your certificates will open it. And there are some times you might be really, really rich. Are you with me? But because you are not educated, there are some things, there are some privilege you won't be able to enjoy. So all I'm trying to say is that school is not a scam. So try as much as possible to get that certificate, even if you're not going to use it at the end of the day. But just try as much as possible to get it. Don't drop out of school. Don't say because Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg drop out of school, you too want to drop out of school. Remember, the school you drop out from is not Adamawa State University. Sorry to mention it. I don't even know if that school exists.
It's not community.
What do you say?
Not community high school.
Not community high school. They drop out from the best of the best school in the world. And trust me, now I used to tell people something. A rich man picking, a rich man child can decide to be useless for years. And within 1 year, he can recover everything back. The father is rich, they have connections, they have everything, they can get things done for him. But a no man's child, do not try it. If you wait 7 years, it can take you 20 years, or you may not even recover that.
Wow.
So school is never a scam. Try and get that certificate. It's important. But then, forge ahead and have something doing.
Thank you very much. You mentioned that there are some businesses that there are levels of money one can earn from it. Some businesses can. So can you please give us, or many of us are youths, and we call this thing outlier meaning a message from Nigerians that are doing well to other Nigerians coming behind them. Despite all, some people are doing well. So please, can you just mention 1 or 2 businesses that you think right now for the 21st century, if we can do it will be good?
Okay, now I'm going to start from the ground. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to start from the ground floor to the top. See, in life, the first phase, let's start from someone that has nothing. The first phase in life is survivor. You want to survive. You want to eat. You want to be able to feed yourself. That's the first thing. You want to have shelter over your head. Like, that's the first phase in life. I'm talking about someone that has nothing. Someone that does not have 10,000 naira in their account will not be dreaming of how to buy a car of 30 million. No. Do you understand? So now, when you are at that first level of survivor, the easiest way to make money is to render a service, which means on yourself with high income skills. There are a lot of skills you can learn now. And the beauty of the internet is that, like I used to tell people, there's no business I would have done aside internet. Internet is a dream come true, especially to us here in Africa. Imagine someone here in Nigeria, you can sit at the corner of your house and make billions, millions, hundreds of thousands of naira without having connection with anybody, without any rich parents, without any godfather, without any connection with anybody. You know that here in Nigeria, without connection, you can hardly do anything. But internet is not a respecter of anybody. It's not a respecter of race. It's not a respecter of color. It's not a respecter of your background. As long as you're ready to put in the work, you make money, no matter where you're coming from. So that's one of the major reasons why I love the internet. So now, if you're at that survivor stage, you're just trying to make ends meet. That is to get the basic needs, food, clothing, and shelter. Getting from the high income skills level, that is acquired in high income skills. Skills like copywriting, social media marketing, content writing. There are lots of them that you can learn. Now, the reason why you are doing that is you don't have money. You're just getting started. Now, to start an internet business, now you need money. Internet business is not what it used to be back then in 2008 when we started. In 2008, trust me, my brother, it was just free money. Like, there was nothing to do. To make money, all I had to do is just to write 5 lines of classified adverts, put my account number there, put my phone number there, place it on Success Digest or Punch or Tribune or Complete Sports. And within 24 hours, you see people, like strangers, start paying money into your bank accounts. But the more people get to know about business, the more people are involved in the business, the higher the level of sophistication, the higher the competition, and the stiffer it becomes to make more money. And that's where creativity comes in. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that adapt as it is right now in Nigeria. If you want to make money, then start from the skills part. Start acquiring skill sets that will fetch you money. Once you acquire those skill sets, you can offer these services online. The beauty of it is that you don't even have to go to any school to learn all these things. You can pick a course online. Like I used to tell people, I've never sat in a wall of a classroom or a seminar room to learn anything online. Like before I made my first million, I've never. Are you with me? Everything I know, I learned it on my own. Personal research. I made YouTube and Google my best friend. That's where I learned everything. I was so young then. So where will I tell my parents I'm going for a seminar, I'm going for a workshop, in fact, all those workshops were happening in Lagos then, and I was living in Ibadan then. So the thing is, there's nothing you want to learn now that is not online. And trust me, there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing unique. There's nothing unique about your idea or whatever you're trying to do. Don't let anybody sugarcoat anything for you. So there's nothing you want to do in this life that someone has not done before. And the internet makes it easy. So look out for that kind of information. Of course, that should be a stepping stone for you. You cannot get everything free on the internet. But as soon as you start making money, you start upgrading your skills. So when you've lived the stage of, okay, yeah, you can feed yourself, you can get clothes, you can pay for your rent and all that, then you can start moving into real businesses. Real businesses like e-commerce. When I say e-commerce, I mean both physical and digital products. You can start. That's one of the fastest ways to start making money online. And I believe everybody in this world has, I won't say an idea, you have, I won't say a superpower, but you have something unique. You know something that others don't know, and they are willing to pay. That's where you start from. You don't need to be certified by any company. When I tell people, I think like 5 years ago, I was being interviewed by someone, and the person was asking me that, do you need to be certified to do certain things online? I said to date, I don't have any certification from any company. Till date, as I speak right now.
And you won't.
And I won't. Do you understand? So now I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying that's not going to stop you. Some will say, okay, I don't have money to register a business name. Business name is so cheap now. You can even do it online yourself. Back then, you have to go through lawyer. You have to go through so many rules to get all these things done. But all those things should not weigh you down. So once you've climbed the survivor stage, you can feed yourself, you can take care of yourself, you move to the next phase. Start real business that give you leverage. Remember what I said in the beginning. When you are offering services, you are trading your time for money. You are not different from someone working 9 to 5. I'm not trying to downplay efforts of people that work 9 to 5. I'm just citing an example. So, and if you really want to make massive money, you need leverage. Internet is a leverage for you, is a leveler. So you have to make use of the internet. And how do you do that? You have to do business that either you are present or you are not. The business will run and will make you money. That way, you are not trading your time. I remember there was a time like I was just like for like 1 week. I was just watching seasonal film. Like from 1 week, I was not doing anything. And
The
money
money is
keeps
coming.
coming in every single day. Every single day. I remember when I was living in one estate, before I finally moved to my own house, I got arrested. Like, police came to bust my house around, I think around 6 a.m. on Sunday morning. And they packed me and my friends that just came back from US that time. He was a doctor. He's a doctor. He came back then and they packed all of us to their station. What happened? They said the chairman of the landlord association in my estate said, those guys in those houses, they don't come out. They don't go out. But if there's no light, they on gen from morning till night. And they have different cars in that building. So he's so sure that they are into something illegal. So that's the beauty of it. When you have a business that gives you leverage, you don't have to go out, you don't have to work, everything can be automated. So that way you can scale up your business as fast as possible. But imagine you are a content writer. There's limit to what you can do. You cannot write 100 articles in a day, except you want to kill yourself. Of course, there's a way you can scale up those kind of business, and that's about building proper structures. So if, like what I know now, if I know it back then, I can still be a freelancer and still be successful. How? I'll give you an example. Let's say I know that, okay, I'm making money from freelancing. Instead of trading my time for money, I will hire like 5 content creators. They will be the one doing the job. I'll be the one getting the job. I pay them their money. I pocket the profits. At the end, I'm not doing anything. So that's a business idea for some of you guys that are still in the skill set industry that are trying to render skills. If you want to scale up your income from all these skills, then the best way is to bring in people to work for you or work with you. If you're a copywriter, get more copywriters, get their hands dirty. They do the work. So if only you were doing 10 jobs in a month before, when you are like 2 or 3, you can do 30 jobs. You're scaling up your business. And that way, trust me, you're not even doing it alone yourself. You have people doing it for you. So that is it for that. So once you get to that level, also, there are some businesses, like I said, after I've made everything possible from e-commerce. That's the truth. I just know that there are some income that are so far-fetched from me when it comes to e-commerce business. I've been doing e-commerce since how many years now? Almost 10 years. So I just know that some income are far-fetched. And when I discovered that person on Facebook, I know it was the Holy Spirit that made me saw that post that day. So when I discovered the person, I know that, okay, if this guy can make $1 billion at the age of 19, that is the leverage we're talking about. It means I can become a billionaire from this business. But maybe I didn't see myself becoming a billionaire from e-commerce. Of course, I'm not talking about sales now. Remember, sales is different from profits.
Sure.
You can make billions. That are some of the things some of these marketers don't tell people. You can make $1 billion sales, and at the end of the day, you see the profits. It's nothing to talk about. So now, but now we're talking about profits. So I didn't see myself making that kind of money that I really want from e-commerce. And 2017, I started trying to get myself into this business. Just like in real estate now. If you're starting up now, you start as an agent. If you don't have money to be building houses and all that, start as an agent. Start selling for companies. When you sell for companies, you get to a stage, you put in money together. You start reselling lands. By the time you make money from reselling land, you start developing properties.
Exactly.
When you start developing properties, you are in money already. So every businesses have their own phase. But the thing to look out for is that who are the biggest operator in this business I'm venturing into? When I said it, like the biggest, the highest level in that industry, when you look at them, the lifestyle they are living, the result they are achieved, is that the kind of result you want for yourself? If you know that that result is small to what you want to achieve, so it means if the people at the height of this industry, this is what they are getting, then it means you need something outside that industry. With real estate now, you can become a billionaire. There's nothing that is stopping you. In digital marketing, internet marketing, you can become a billionaire. They are just faces to the kind of products, the kind of customer you serve that will determine the amount of money you will make. So that's why I can't say specific businesses. But from what I've explained so far, you understand that things to look out for when you are deciding a business you want to go for. And that's why I say there are some business that can make you billions. There are some that can make you millions. And there are some that can make you thousands.
Wow,
So like
thank you very
e-commerce, you're welcome.
thank you very much. Let me ask this question too, because I know
Okay.
we may not be able to stop this night again.
Okay.
Um, what has been the God factor in your life? God
What has been the
factor,
what?
the God factor in your life that, oh, God saved me at this moment. If not for God, if not for, have you experienced something like that? Or is it just by your power? By your power, you put your efforts, you see, you,
Who am I? I'm nothing without my creator now. So, okay, that's another part about me that most people don't know. Like, I'm very close to God. Forget this fine boy, bad boy, or whatever you want to call it. That look, like I'm very, very close to God. So because I believe, you can try. Like I said earlier on, there are a lot of people that are better than us, smarter than us, way intelligent than us. But then without God crowning your efforts, everything will be useless. So there's nothing I do that I don't put God first. In fact, when I'm doing all my lunches, before the lunch, I'll pray, do all sort of things. Do you understand? So I believe in God and I trust God so much, and He has been guiding me. So I won't say is my power. Like look at the e-commerce transitioning now. That time I just knew that e-commerce wasn't cutting it for me. Even when all my friends were looking at me like I'm crazy, why am I leaving this business? I've been in this business for years. Now I wasn't broke. I was okay. Like I was very, very okay. I'm doing fine. I've done a lot of things from the e-commerce business, and a lot. But then I just know that it wasn't cutting it for me. And I know that with the level at which that business was going, there are so many things I don't just want to continue that line of business. And that's when I moved to the international space that, well, I've conquered Nigeria. There's nothing in Nigeria that I've not seen. I've seen the I've seen everything. So, but then I believe it was God's direction, like it was God directing me towards that path. You know, when you wake up in the middle of the night and you just start, see, there's nothing, it's just God. In fact, some of my best products, best offers, best campaigns is always an inspiration. Funny enough, I might be in the toilet and that thing will just come to my head. Bam. I will leave that toilet immediately, get my paper. See, if you come to my house, I have one section. You see books. I am not reading for example. Books, that's where I jot down my ideas. As they are coming to my head, I write them down at all time. So I always have that book and pen with me every time. So when these things come, I jot them down. And when I jot them down later, it may not make sense fully, but when later I just add them together, it makes sense. So all my dealings, everything I do in life, I always put God first. And He has been helping me.
wow, may He continue to help you upward and onward.
Amen.
Like,
Amen. Thank you. And you too.
is there any other thing you think you can give us for tonight? So many e-commerce people are here tonight. Obadeji, Olayinka it's an e-commerce guru. So many latest guys are here tonight. Like some of them are even company owners. But I told them I'm bringing one of the biggest person in internet marketing. They're like they need to be here, Gali. They need to be here. So what? Like I've sorted all my questions from the book.
Okay.
Is there another thing you think you can tell us that will help us tonight, or that will
Okay.
help us all in our career, in all our career, different areas?
Okay. Well, like I've said a lot of things so far. So, but what I'm just going to say again is that you can't downplay God factor. God is very important in whatever you're doing. Forget about your efforts.
Please,
Forget about whatever you're trying to do. If God is not on your
please,
side, then it's really, really hard. So, and then that's not to say you just commit everything into God's hand and do nothing. That's where I strike balance. I see a lot of people pray for this, pray for that, but yet you are not taking action in that direction. So God is not a magician. He won't do what you can do for yourself. So he will only come in when he knows that you've exceeded all effort and you can't do anything on your own. That's when he comes in and prove himself as the God, the Almighty, the omnipotent. So now, that aside, like I said, the best way and the fastest way to grow fast in whatever you are doing, have people that you look up to. people that you can connect with, people that can guide you in that industry is very, very important. That way, to save you time and effort that you waste or spend on making mistakes. They just give you the blueprints, like the guidelines on what to do and how to go about it. Once that is factored in, consistency is key. In fact, I can say the reason why most people don't succeed at what they do is because they are not consistent. Today you are doing this, the next time you are doing another thing, you're doing different things, trying so many things. When people say multiple streams of income, we get it wrong. When they say practice multiple streams of income, they're not telling you to, okay, start this one today, that one has not grown, you're starting another thing. That way, you're sharing, like, you're sharing your efforts, your time, your knowledge, everything. And at the end of the day, you won't achieve good results. So you need to focus and stick to one thing. That's my mantra. Like, until I succeed with that one thing first, no other thing is going to come into what I'm doing. If you like, say you make $1 million from a business, I don't care. The truth of the matter is there's no business, like, considering all the facts I've mentioned so far, there's no business that you want to do that you can't make a lot of money from. Depends on how far you're willing to go. At the end of the day, depends on how far you're willing to go and how creative you are. So there's power in focus. Once you focus on what you're doing and you have people to guide you, to put you through on how to go about these things, it goes a long way. So that's another thing you need to factor in. And don't be scared of failing. Don't be scared at all. Now, I remember starting, when I got started, like, I'm a very, very shy person. Like, even till today, I'm very shy, but people don't know it. Some people even take it for me being proud. So that's why I don't relate with people that much. I'm very, very shy. But then I've seen a couple of people ask me that, but you claim you are so shy, but you can face 1,000 people and talk. I say, oh God, that is business now. That is what will bring in money. So you have to develop those skills. So anything that you know that is for survivor, that will help your business, you just have to develop it. You say, oh, so it's hard for you to speak to just one girl or one guy, but you can speak to thousands of people. I say, my business requires me to do that, so I can do that. So whatever it takes for you to become that better person that will help your business, that will help you to grow, then you need to. So stop trying to do so many things at a time. Focus on one thing. So that's another thing. Then aside that, a lot of people try to do so much. This is something I've been helping. I'm even talking about, this is a major problem that I've been helping my, what's it called? Sorry. Okay. I've been helping my even top guys in the industry. I've been helping them. Do you know what? It will get to a state that you'll be making so much money and you'll be working so hard. Now, if I tell you that for the last 1 year now, all I do at home is just, in fact, I'm a stay-at-home dad. All I do is just to sleep, wake up, play with my kids, bathe them at times, and go back to bed.
Wow,
I'm not
soft
saying
life.
it's easy to get to that stage, but at a point, I noticed this thing when I venture into the international marketplace. The reason why a lot of Nigerian marketers are not making so much money the way they are meant to make it is they are doing so much. And I will explain to you what I mean by doing so much. Doing so much is that we flex muscles. We believe, oh, yes, you know, your head will just swell. I'm a copywriter, I'm a content writer, I'm a web designer, and you are all in one. Kilo day, you won't kill yourself. So all these things doesn't give room for growth. You need to start treating that your small business as a real business. And what do I mean? You need to start building systems around your business. When you get to that phase, you need to start building. This is what I'm saying, that I've been helping a lot of my colleagues build systems around their business. Do you know why? They are making a lot of money, but they are working so hard too. At a point in time, if you want to grow exponentially, you don't have to work so hard. You have to hire the best of the best. You have to hire talent. Of course, that's when you've made some money. Now, let me give you an insight. I remember back then, 2011, 12, 13, I'll be the one to design my pages. I'll be the one to write the copy. I'll be the one to write the adverts. I'll be the one to do everything. At the end of the day, you are spending a lot of time on the system. You are spending so much on the technical part of your business. The most important thing in any business is the marketing department, is the marketing part of your business. Trust me, it's not the website, it's not the products. Of course, you have to have a good product. But the most important thing that brings results is the marketing. So, but when you are doing everything all together, now, if you are just starting up, of course, it's welcome. You can do this. But when you are growing and you notice that your income is just stagnant, it's just moving, it's not moving at all, just know that you've reached that plateau where you have to build a system, a proper business structure in your business. And why couldn't I build business systems then? Because I believe that there's nobody that can do it better than OGUNDELE. Nobody can write my emails better than me. Nobody can write my copy the way I will write it. But you need to trust people. You need to learn how to trust people. And by doing that, you have to think of what is the worst thing that can happen. I thought about the worst thing that can happen if I let people handle my business. And I have a backup plan for it, that in case this thing happens, this is what we are going to do. Did they make that mistake? Yes, they do. I have 10 years experience as I did in this thing. They are just newcomers. They are just learning about this world. So I shouldn't be too hard on them. But the moment I build system in my business, my growth like fly from 10 to 1,000. From 10 to 1,000. I'm not saying 10 to 50 now. From 10 to 1,000. So if I was making 10 naira then, I started making 1,000 naira. Why? Because I now focus on the most important thing. I have time to think. I have time to innovate. I have time to come up with new ideas. Things that will make the company, the business, to make more money, while I let the staffs and every other people to handle the technical part. So when you free up your time and you focus on the most important thing, just like the Pareto rule, the 80-20%, that 80% of your income will come from 20% of what you do, or 20% of your efforts. So while you're trying to do the whole 100%, why not focus on that 20% and let others do the 80% for you? That's number one. Number two is that another thing is that people try to do it all because they don't want to spend money. But in life, you have to spend money to make money.
Make more money, sir.
Thank you. To make more money. Do you understand? So you don't have to try to do everything. Because the moment you say you want to do it all, you are not the best at all. That I can assure you. There's nobody that can stand in front of me now and say that he is better, he is the best at all what he does. It's not possible. You can say you're a good copywriter, but you cannot tell me at the same time you are the best designer. You can't tell me at the same time you are the best Facebook marketing strategist or best Facebook ads expert. So why not outsource all these things and focus on your own core strengths? So that is also very, very important. And I want people to take that as well. You don't have to be a big company to start outsourcing, to start creating system around your business. I have a lot of people that they don't have office, or like they don't have physical office, but they have teams working for them. That way you free up your brain and focus on the most important thing, and you'll grow faster. These are some of my secrets. Now, my launches, I launch every three weeks. Now, let me tell you this. Launching is something you have to plan for at least 6 months or a year before you will launch one product.
Not one product?
Yes, just one product. My very first launch, it took me a year to launch that product. It took me 6 months to develop that product. But now I'm at a stage that I launch products every 3 weeks. Now think about it. Is it possible to build a software in 3 weeks?
No, it's not possible.
Okay. But then I launch new products every 3 weeks. And over the past few years now, I've launched over 45 softwares in the last 2 years. I don't know if there's anybody that beats that in the industry.
I don't think.
So now, why was I able to achieve that kind of results? It's because I've built system in my business. And how do you build system in your business? Look at things that are repetitive. Look at things that you do over and over and over and over and over and over again. Those are the things you need to outsource. Document it, get someone to do it. So I believe when you apply all these things in your business, there's no way you're not going to grow. Remember, you have to stay focused, you have to be consistent, you have to be hungry, and you have to be a student of the market. What do I mean by being a student of the market or the industry that you're operating? Being a student means that you are always willing to learn. There are some people that feel like, oh, I'm a boss now, I can't go to that small boy to learn. Me, I can learn from anybody. I remember when people were doing e-commerce. E-commerce in Nigeria, there was just building, what was it called? Building store to sell products. Before we started with Facebook page, you just create a Facebook page and you start selling. From there, we moved to using store. You create an e-commerce store, and then I discovered this. My powerful friend was able to sell 100 million worth of goods in the shortest time possible. My brother, do you know what I did? I booked my flight. Yes, Nigeria. I booked my flight straight up to that person's town. Like, I've never been to the eastern part of the country before. That was the first time I went there. I lodged myself in an hotel. My brother, this is what I come for, and you need to help your brother. He said, no wahala. He was a busy person too, but at the end of the day, he was able to put me through. That was the first person that showed me how to use a sales funnel to sell physical products here in Nigeria. And trust me, that was the first person to ever do it here in Nigeria, to use sales funnel to sell physical products. And after that, we made it public to the whole space. People started using sales funnel to sell physical products right here in Nigeria. So imagine you believe you are the best in your field. At the end of the day, you will not be willing to learn from any other person. You just you feel like you're an island. And in life, nobody is an island. In fact, the students that you showed the way last year might be someone that will show you $1 million idea the next moment. So you have to be humble enough to learn, and you have to be a fast action taker. So those are the things I want people to hold really tight and focus on. Stay focused, be consistent, be hungry to learn. Create system around your business while growing. Find a role model or a mentor, and do not give up. Do not give up. As long as you can pinpoint just one person in that industry that is super successful, that's the pointer for you. That's all you need for you to know that you'll be successful too. And then put God in anything you're doing. So those are the things I want people to know, and very, very important. They are vital to their success in this industry, or the whole industry as a whole.
In fact, you don't deliver a master. And all, can I collect money from all these people watching me? Why are you watching this thing? The master class. So we so much appreciate you for your time, for your sincerity, for your generosity. So somebody asked a question, and it would be good because she has been repeating the question over the time.
Okay. Yeah, I can take 2 questions. I'm free.
What if they ask a question, a mentor, and the mentor is not opening up? Like, the mentor is not opening up. Like, what can somebody do like that?
Well, that's actually, thank you for raising that kind of question. See, in life, you have to have the spirit of discernment. The spirit to know what is actually, to know how things actually look like is very, very important. Now, this is Nigeria. This is Africa. There are some people, there are some teachers, there are some mentors that they don't want you to grow above them. They don't want you to go far beyond them. So even when they are advising you, they will be advising you negatively, or they will be giving you advice that will make you remain at that level that you are. There's no 2 way, or there's no one way to know about all these things. That's why you just have to be careful too and look at things the way they are. So if there are people that you know that, okay, they are not really showing or opening up to you, then the best is to move on with your life. Remember, in life, nobody owes you anything. And for the fact that Mr. A is not helping you or is not putting you through, doesn't mean that someone else somewhere will not help you. In fact, as a matter of fact, I remember when I wanted to enter this international space. Are you with me? There was someone that I really, really like. I was trying to get in touch with this person, like, okay, this person will help me now. There's no way this person will not help me. Are you with me? And at the end of the
Yeah,
day,
yeah.
this person did not help me. Like,
Wow.
trust me, like it didn't. Like, and I was looking forward to, okay, there's no way this person will not help me. Someone that used to call me said that I'm his mentor, that he has been reading about me since I was in secondary school, that used to see me in newspaper and all that, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, it was a total stranger, someone I've never met before in my life, that brought me into that international space. For some of my Facebook friends, they will see me praise that guy like on his birthday. That was like 3 years ago that I actually talk about it. Like, I came out and I talked about it. So that is life for you. At times, people may not show up. They may not teach you what they need to teach you. It shouldn't stop there. Move on with your life. Look for someone else. And that's why I used to tell people this. Now, and thank you for raising that question. Take this with you. You can teach people bad stuff, but you cannot do bad stuff. I don't know if you get that. Let me explain. You can say, Seun, that's the way to Abuja. And deep down in you, you know that that's not the way to Abuja. There is this other side. So when you want to go to Abuja, will you take the wrong route? No, you will take the right route, right? And that's why I always tell people, when you are working with an expert, don't believe what they say. Don't listen to what they say. Do what they are doing exactly. An expert can be telling you that it's Facebook marketing that is ready now, selling you Facebook advert course. What is he doing? He's selling you Facebook advert course. So what should you be doing? You should go and learn that Facebook advert and start selling Facebook advert course.
Okay, yes,
So
yes, yes.
do what they are doing, not what they are telling you to do. Because at the end of the day, someone can tell you to do the wrong thing, but they can't do the wrong thing in their business. So you just follow the full. It's not until you sit with someone before you know certain things about them. The internet has made it so easy that you can spy on anybody, be it business or anything. There are some websites you can go to today that if you enter the name of a website there, it will show you the number of traffic they have. It will show you the type of people that come to the site. It will show you where they are getting their traffic. So the internet is so wide and is so transparent that you can get a lot of things. So for someone like that, do what that mentor is doing and not what he's telling you to do. So I hope I answered that question.
Wow, wow, wow. You are I thank God for your life, believe me.
Thank you.
You've delivered something so huge. In fact, there's no amount of money I give you that will be enough for what you just delivered. And I just tell people that I started this Outlier series because I realized that some of the things that changed my life was because I was able to make people that are doing something better than me. Maybe I met them, they give me one or two advice. But there are people that they can even do better, but they don't have access to such advice. I was like, let me even invite the people I know, maybe my bosses, my role models, my mentor, and they will talk to us on a larger audience. And believe me, I'm benefiting more from it. People are coming to share things that they cannot tell me if we are together one on one. They are coming to share all the entire audience. So I so much appreciate you so well. So may Almighty God be with you. May Almighty God continue to make you successful in anything you lay your hands upon. So by
Amen.
many years to come, maybe you'll be seeing you as the president of the country.
Hey, me, I don't like politics. So. I'm a gentle and easygoing person, though. You know, I'm very quiet. I like being on my own. But it's well,
so may Almighty God bless you and your entire family. So please, everybody, if you
Amen.
enjoy
Thank
it,
you so much.
go to the comment section. Go and do this thing. There's a particular smiley for clapping, like as if you appreciate. Just go and take the smiling as if you are clapping thing. Like we call it online ovation. Please go there
Okay.
and please go there. Go there and let me quickly do it from my own end. So people are going to join politics. So.
Don't mind him, he's my friend. Which politics? Go, I will support you.
So thanks to everyone. So you can follow for more this thing, for more details. You can follow my boss at the youngest CEO on Instagram, and you can check him out on Facebook at Shea Ogundele. Or what you'll be seeing is that on Facebook you only be seeing happy birthday. Few months you can see I'm the leaderboard for J Warrior. Leaderboard for top people.
Strictly
I want to know.
business.
So that is thing you'll be saying. So and if you really enjoyed this session, I want you to make it a day to the July edition because this is a monthly program that I'll be bringing another person that I'm sure you also be enjoying the person. So thank you very much. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to see you here today. Just like a dream fulfilled. Imagine hosting a billionaire to a show. So, so, so thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I wish you a
Thank you
nice
for
time.
having me. I really appreciate, and thanks for your time and thanks for what you do. I remember the day we met, like it was really awesome. So I really want to appreciate you. Thanks for your time and thanks for having this kind of program. These are the kind of things we really need in this country, so people can see. I remember one day one of my friend posted on was it on Facebook or in our group chat that guys, it's like we internet marketers need to start showing off. Oh, I mean real showing off, like showing your cash, showing your house, showing what you have. You know why? Because a lot of people think that the only way you can make money is through illegal stuff, through Yahoo Yahoo and all that. Why? Because those guys show off a lot. But when you guys to start showing off that yes, you are making this from this, so maybe they will have a rethink. They will have option that okay, people are making money legally on the internet too and all that. So that's just it. It was fun being on
All
this
right.
program today. So I really appreciate it. Thank you for your time and thanks for everything. And to the audience for watching, thank you for your time. But the most important thing is ensure you take action on what you've learned today. That's one thing I do tell people, even when I organize training and seminars. It's always important. You won't achieve any results from knowing something. You only achieve results from taking action on that particular thing. So I hope you enjoy this edition. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. And to the wonderful host, thank you for having me once again. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for honoring us, sir. So have a great
You're
night, sir.
welcome. And you too. Okay.
So if you enjoyed this session, please go to your Facebook, go to your this thing, to your what should I call it? To your Instagram timeline, screenshot a part of the session you enjoyed the most, and probably one of the things that vibrates with you more. Please go and put it on your social media post, particularly your Instagram post. So you can tag our speaker just to appreciate him. So you can also tag me too. If you want to tag me, you can tag me, but it's not compulsory. So the mission of this program is just to always bring young Nigerians that are doing so well in their field. They should come and encourage us. They should come and tell us that we can do better. They should come and give us hope that we shouldn't give up. Believe me, illegal means is not the right means to make money. Believe me, it's not the right means to make money. Imagine what he said now, that it is easy to make more money in Nigeria than any other part of the country. Some people, the next thing on their mind is just to jump back, just to leave the country. Imagine, what is he looking for in Nigeria that he cannot get? Yes, as if chief what people that are living in the country can never achieve wherever they go. So that's not to insult people that have the hope of leaving the country. But we just need somebody that can be telling us that there is hope. Nigeria is not all that bad. So thank you very much for showing up tonight. I love you all. And watch out for the July edition of the Outliers series. Thank you.